ASAP coming back to you. Today we're going overhead squats. Please follow along on our YouTube channels. Go back and check out the air squat videos. Always start with the basics. The more you master the basics, the easier, the more aggressive and the more dynamic movements get. But today we're talking about the overhead squats. So on the barbell, the overhead squats, you want to keep that wide grip. You want to think about the snatch, okay? The Olympic movement, the barbell comes up overhead, and we catch the bar overhead in that wide stance, or that wide grip, okay? That allows for flexibility overhead. The shoulders have to be able to rotate just a little bit in order to get in a good overhead position. We always want to make sure that we're in line with the body, okay? So if the shoulders are too far forward, the bar's going to dump. If it's too far back, well, then it's going to pull you back and ultimately falling down. We don't want to do that. Okay, so we got to have good range of motion for that overhead position. This is one of the more advanced squats. Please take your time on this movement. Go back, stretch out, make sure that you have good flexibility and can get into that overhead position before you start doing overhead squats. But to kind of touch on that, for myself, I go a little bit wider. For my snatch grip, it's outside these smooth parts of the bar. So on the bar, it's got these knurling marks here, okay? I put my hands outside this first ring here. It's just a good indicator here. Try to remember where you put your hands. Some people have to go a little bit wider. There's that second indicator there. So just keep in mind where you put your hands when you do your snatch or your Olympic lifting movements. It's going to transfer over to your overhead squats. Some people are a little bit more flexible in the shoulders, so they can go a little bit more narrow. Maybe you see more of an inside grip. Test your flexibility, test that range of motion, see what is comfortable for you. So on the overhead squat, we load with the bar on the back. From here you can do a press, so either like a push press, dip and press it up into position. As the weight gets a little bit heavier, maybe a jerk is going to be a better movement for you. So kind of dropping under and then standing. But make sure that we're pushing up on the bar. If we're soft overhead, we're going to be soft in the midsection. So on those overhead squats, arms extended, okay? Main thing you're looking for is the arms locked out. This is a good stable position. Arms are overhead, I'm in line with the body, arms are locked out. But I'm not braced. Okay, right now I'm still a little soft in the midsection, still a little bit of soft up here. So in order to do that, we want to think active shoulders. What I do, push my shoulders upward. Okay, when I do that, that elongates the torso, that gives me more brace in my midsection. I'm protecting my spine, keeping my core tight, everything staying in line. Okay, that is going to help with our squat. The more we're pushing up on the bar, the better position we're going to have. So I got my grip, get on my back here, little jerk to get into position, arms are locked out, pushing up, okay? Eyes need to stay forward. As I squat, my knees are going out, hips are going down and back, chest stays upward, my shoulders continue to push up. My eyes stay forward, okay? So neutral head, eyes staying forward, that's something that's very important in this overhead squat. It is more of a technical movement. So when you're squatting, if you start looking down, the chest starts to go down, your arms start to go down, everything kinds of follow. If I've got a bunch of weight overhead, the more that I'm going forward, the more likely it is to dump out of position. So we always need to keep the eyes forward, staying in that good upright position as we squat. And that's just going to help keep you in line. One more time. Little jerk into position. Feet flat, knees out, chest up, pushing up, and good squats. Again, take your time with this squat. It's one of the more technical movements out there. A lot of moving pieces there. Make sure that you have a good range of motion and good control, good motor mechanics. Please go back and check out my YouTube videos, subscribe, follow along. Don't forget to like our Facebook page, follow us on Instagram, _ASAPFit_, and I'll see you next time.